Assalamu alaikum everyone, Eid Mubarak. In this video, I'm going to show you what Super Hot Chili varieties I'm growing this year. I'm going to talk about when I started them and how many plants of each variety I have and also how they're looking now. So I hope you will enjoy the video, and if you do, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. I've started my first batch of Super Hot chilies on the 28th of December. I started them in a 40 cell tray. I put 5 seeds each of Culinary Reaper Red from my own garden, collected by myself. Culinary Reaper Yellow, again these seeds are collected from my last year's harvest. Big Black Mama variety, Butler Gold, Bangla Naga, 7-pot strain cross Trinidad Scorpion, and 7-pot Chargel Yellow. I also placed 2 Boot X and 3 7-pot Baraka seeds for germination as well. Over the last few years, I always used the paper towel method to germinate seeds and then potted them on once germinated. However, this year, I sowed directly in compost. For most variety, as all 5 seeds have germinated, now I have more plants than I actually anticipated for. These are Culinary Reaper Red. These germinated from my own garden seed. Officially hottest chili in the world with over 2 million Scoville unit in terms of heat. The germination rate for this variety was not that great because it was about 20%. Out of the 5 seed, only 1 germinated successfully. This is a Boot X chili variety. Out of the 2 seed I sowed in my first batch of sowing, only 1 germinated. I'm very interested in this variety. I think this is a cross between Butjalokia and Pepper X. Some say Pepper X is about 2.5 million Scoville unit in terms of heat. So this hybrid should be extremely hot. I'm keeping this indoor to get an early harvest. I'm hoping to get some chilies around late May, early June, but we'll see. This chili variety is called Big Black Mama. This was created by Troy Primo, an American chili grower. This is a cross between Nagamoris and 7-pot Douglas. I have 4 of these chili plants here. They are looking very healthy. These are Butler Gold. This is a cross between Butjalokia and Douglas. In terms of heat, they're about 1.8 million Scoville, so way hotter than the Nagamoris. The Nagamoris is about 1 million Scoville unit, so this is nearly twice as hot as Naga. I have 5 Butler Gold here that are thriving, and as the name suggests, the pods will be golden colored. These are Bangla Naga. I have 3 plants of this variety. I have grown Naga last year, and I found that they bear fruit relatively late than other hybrid varieties. It'd be interesting to see if this is the case this year too. These are 7-pot Barakpur Yellow. This is a Caribbean variety. They are about 1 million Scoville units, so about same as the Naga Morris variety, but this produces quite large pod. I have 2 or 3 7-pot Barakpur Yellow plants here. These are 7-pot strain and Maruga Scorpion, another Caribbean variety. This comes in at 1.2 million Scoville unit in terms of heat, which puts them hotter than the Nagamoris by about 200,000 Scoville unit. The germination rate was 100% for these seeds. Some of the plants started to flower now. I am pruning these buds so that the plants can focus their energy on growth rather than flower production. These are 7-pot chocolate variety. This variety produces larger pod that are in average 1.2 million Scoville units, hotter than the Naga, definitely. I have 6 plants here. First time I'm growing this variety. This is another cross of 7-pot yellow variety known as 7-pot Chargel Yellow. Again, I'm growing this variety for the first time. I have 4 plants here. 2 of these plants was not looking great, and I think they were definitely stunted. I have now moved these 2 stunted one in hydroponic after removing the compost. While removing the compost, I found that there were large chunks of wood chips underneath the root ball, which was blocking the root growth, and I think this is the reason that they were stunted. The growth have now started to pick up, still way behind than the other 2 plants. Let's have a look at the root. Very nice. They have grown much more in the last couple of weeks after I've moved them in the hydroponic system. These are Trinidad Hornet. They come in at about 1.4 million Scoville units. So again, hotter than the typical Nagamoris. This is a high yielding variety. I'm growing this for the first time. These are Trinidad Scorpion caramel variety. These produces pods that are 1.2 million Scoville units. I've grown them last year, but they took forever to produce pods. I have about 4 to 5 plants of this variety here. Here are Trinidad Scorpion chocolate. I have 5 of these plants. Growing this for the first time, I am always interested to grow chili plants that produces black or chocolate colored pods. I just find them fascinating, especially when the plants bear lots of fruits. Yeah, they just look so nice. This variety is called Fatality Brown. This originated in Africa. They're about 125,000 to 300,000 Scoville units, so much less hot than the Nagamoris variety. They were started on the 15th of January. These are Culinary Reaper chocolate. This is one of my favorite variety. I grew this in 2020 and found them to be very early producing. The pods are black and come in at 2 million Scoville units. I have 6 plants here. I started these on the 15th of January. I plan to keep one of the plant indoor to get an early harvest. These are my second batch of Super Hot Chilli Plants. I've started these on the first week of February. These took very long time to germinate. I think it took about 28 days to germinate. This is why they're still quite small. Honestly, I prefer them this way as I have no space for them if I put this on now. These are Butjalokia solid gold. I have 5 plants of this variety. I'm growing them first time, so I'm interested to see how they perform. These are the regular chili, the Hasamoris variety called Prairie Fire. I've just started them alongside the Super Hot because I had this space left, so I just needed to make use of this space on the cell tray. They are quite cold hardy though. I've been growing them for the last few years. The pods that are produced by these plants are very tiny, but these plants last until the first frost date. These are Podzilla. They produce a chocolate colored pod that are very nice looking. They are hotter than the Naga. I have few of these plants of this variety. These are Culinary Reaper Orange. This is very interesting. This is actually my own cross that I made in 2020 from Carolina Reaper Red and Yellow. These are F2 plants here, meaning the seeds came from the pods I collected last year. I hope the trait will remain as orange. Very interesting to see how they will turn out this year. These are 5 more Culinary Reaper Red plants. These started from the second sowing. Again, the seeds are my own collected seeds from last year's harvest. These plants are Naga White variety. They produce like crazy. The pods are quite small though. I collected bags of chilies throughout the last 2 growing season from only 2 plants. Let's see if they perform the same as the previous years. There we go. That's all the Super Hots I'm growing this year. The seedlings are looking very well. Most of the seedlings have grown quite a bit and thriving. The seedlings will stay indoor for a few more weeks until the minimum nighttime temperature reaches at least 10 degrees outside. Unlike previous years, I am planning to grow these in raised bed. I hope you've enjoyed the video and want to follow the progress of how these plants do over the growing season. If you do want to follow the progress, please do subscribe to the channel and like, comment and share the video. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next one.